Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Florida Gators will have some work to do after that short return. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the gun. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now they'll run the draw. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Trevino coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Hands it off. Jukes his way for more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On second down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground. Thrust that arm out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It's a draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab outside. It's Wells. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense set on 1st down. A quick pass to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Been tough to find the end zone here in the first half, but the ball's in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gators! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over.
Gets it out quickly.
They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? It'll be a draw. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll run the counter. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They go to the ground, and he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Wide open downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Gators are on the move. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He'll set up to throw. Gets open down the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Unloads quickly. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is a 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment, defense. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Great example of a receiver just winning at the line of scrimmage against press coverage. He's able to get a clean release, and that allows him to push down the field, stack the cornerback, made it an easier throw for the quarterback, and now all of a sudden they're in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Trevino. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Give to the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Feeling some heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He wants to throw.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
This time it's complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Kentucky right back to the line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he's just going to spike it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.